UFC Fight Night Las Vegas back at the Apex Arena. Of course, still no fans. Vegas is opening slightly though. I have seen roulette tables, blackjack tables, people wearing masks, a little distance on the tables, not full tables. So it's coming along slowly, guys. Hopefully things all start getting opening all around the world so we can enjoy a little bit of this summer. Not the best card, guys. I obviously did my research this week, watched some videos. Not great value anywhere. We're going to have to go back to the parlays. Do have one official play though, but that main event it's probably one of the worst main events I've seen on a card, even a fight night. We all know the fight night card is deep, but this main event is maybe it's going to shock me and surprise me. It turns into a good fight, but hey, I just don't think this should be a main event on any card. Lots of news coming out this week. Fight Island, obviously in Dubai, at Yaz Island. That's going to be interesting. Super hot over there. I wonder how the fighters are going to adapt to this situation. You can see probably a lot of them going out a little earlier just to get used to it. That July 11th pay-per-view card, which will be UFC 250, is stacked, guys. Burns going to get that title shot versus Usman. Super quick Burns. Just picture where he was a year ago, right? Fighting nobodies, and now he's getting a title shot versus Usman, his training partner, friend. So that's going to be interesting. Holloway versus Volkanovski, number 2. That should be a good one as well. And then Jan versus Aldo for that vacant title. 3 title shots in this one. That's going to be exciting. Let's get into the card. We're going to start with official play here. It's going to be Griffin minus 170. And also where the value is, the minus 105 for Griffin to get the stoppage, win by KO, TKO, or submission. A little better than laying that minus 170, but decide what you want to do there. I don't think this fight will go 3. I don't see how it's going to go 3. But that price at minus 300 is crazy, so I'm going to be staying away there. Minard, the only chance, he's a boom or bust type of guy. He'll try to go for a crazy knockout early, provide a lot of pressure in the first round, try to pull off a crazy submission. But Griffin has a good chin. He hasn't been KO'd in his MMA career, at least that I can see, up to 2014. Remember, Griffin has already beat him outside of the UFC, but Griffin does have a win over him already. So I don't think anything is going to really change here. I am going to be on Griffin to win this fight. Next fight that's going to be in a parlay. The Italian Dream Vettori versus Carl Robinson. I think this should be the main event. There's more hype for this fight than the main event. Not a great price here at minus 220. However, I think it is correct. We all know Carl Robinson had issues making weight. Made him drop out of the first one. He got sick after cutting weight. Couldn't make the weight. A few pounds off. We seen Vettori fired up. He wanted to fight him in the hotel room, as you can see here. I think this is obviously his fight to lose, obviously just being him favor, but he's just super fired up for this one. He's going to be in even probably better shape than the last fight, going into the last one. So I think Marvin will grapple here. I think his grappling is obviously much better than the kickboxer and Robinson. You're going to see you're going to see, I think, the first round, or at least the beginning of the rounds, a lot of stand-up and a lot of kickboxing. But I think Marvin wins by grappling and just controlling him on the ground. So take a look at Vettori here, minus 220. I think it will go the distance, but I don't like that minus 225, so I will be staying off that. Other fight I'll be parlaying it with will be Touchy-Feely minus 220 versus Jourdain, the Canadian. I do think Feely's just a more technical guy here. I think he's better all around. He has fought a lot better competition as well. He's been in the UFC for a little bit now. Jourdain just 1-1 in the UFC. I just think Feely will be able to control him on the ground here. I think he's a much better fighter on the ground. His stand-up is just as good as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just bang it out for 3 rounds. But I just think it's a good matchup for Feely. He is the better guy. I also do lean that Feely decision minus 105. Take a look at that, Feely by decision minus 105. But if you parlay those two, both win, Feely and Vettori, you're going to get it at plus 110 on the parlay, plus 110. I'll give you some insight on the I versus Calvillo fight. That is the main event. I won't leave you guys hanging on the main event. I don't have an official play on it, but I have a slight lean to Jessica I just due to the competition she's fought. She will be the bigger fighter in the ring, and I think the 5 rounds does benefit her slightly. This is something, like I said, I'm going to stay away from. I won't be putting a personal bet on it. But I know a lot of people want to hear what the main event is. People like to bet on the main event. So yeah, I would slightly lean Jessica either. I'll leave you guys with the best value, I think, on the board. I think it's a 50-50 fight. If these guys fought 10 times, maybe Rosa would win 4 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10. But plus 160 for Rosa is great value. I think this line should be more plus 125, plus 120. So I found it at plus 160, bet 365. I think I think it's a 50-50 fight almost. I think both fighters are moving up in weight class. So I don't know if that benefits anybody, to be honest. We all know Rose is coming off a loss. Also his opponent is as well. But I just think I don't think Rosa is. I think Rosa is if not better. He's better. I think on the ground they would be about the same. The stand-up obviously goes to his opponent, but I do think Rosa can pull off a win here. I think it's going to be very close. This is just a value play, a dog play for you guys. It's going to be dog or pass here, guys. You don't want to lay the juice with his opponent. So Rosa plus 160 as a dog. It's dog or pass here. All right, guys. That is it for the video on the plays. I'm looking forward to this Fight Island. Hopefully it comes soon. We do got a few more cards in June to break down. Hopefully you guys enjoy the fights. And like I always say, bet smart and know your limits. Take care.